the cloud ceiling was meant to be a bit higher than this, but if it gets to the point where it drops any further, we're going to head back down. Last weekend we headed up to Skye because we wanted to hike up to Sgurr Na Stri, which is only 494 metres high, I think it is. And we were hoping for great light, great conditions, but as you know, the weather is always very unpredictable. It wasn't too bad. We had checked a few of the weather apps and they were all kind of concurring with the weather, but the light that we got was very fleeting. And although it was a great journey, both places we went to, although it was a great journey, we never got the images that we were hoping to get, but at the same time, we got images that we were happy with. We now know what it's like up there and we will return there. Prior to that, the day we drove up on the Friday, and we wanted to get into the Needle before we went because we had been to the Needle 2 or 3 times before, and each time we went the weather was against us or the light was against us, and it was just a case of had to get there. So we went and we got behind the Needle and we got a couple of photographs. Again, flat light. But prior to that, as we were going across the Quiraing, the light was changing and it was changing rapidly. So it was a case of just handheld shots, and you'll see them in the screen just now. It was just a case of handheld shots just to gather the light that was sweeping across the scene. And it was lovely, and it was lovely to be there. And we got that in before the next morning when we went to Sgurr Na Stri. On our way to Sgurr Na Stri, there were some cattle that they wouldn't even look up. They were too busy feeding, so just got a couple of snaps of them just because it is a Highland coo. There was also some other scenes as well, but again, the light was against us, but the journey was worth it. So what you're going to see in this video this week is what you've seen already, the images on the screen, and our hike up Sgurr Na Stri. I hope you enjoy it. This is today's walk. We are heading over to Sgurr Na Stri, 2.4 miles in, and then the hike up, I think it's just under 500 metres. Lovely day, nice and calm. Hear the birds in the background, and it's meant to be one of the best views in Britain, one of the best views in Scotland, so I'm looking forward to this. We've never been here, so we just wanted to come up a couple of days up here. We're taking quite a few shots up here today. I don't know if I'm going to be doing any or too much vlogging from it, but hopefully we'll get some there. But as you can see, we've got this 2.4 mile hike in, and then we get to Camasunary Bay. We decided to do this one instead of walking in from Sligo, simply because we are only up for 2 days and we wanted just to enjoy it, just to take our time, because I think the Sligo walk into here is about, I think it's 11k. I could be wrong, I'll put it on the screen if it is. But we wanted to do this one just so that we could take our time. So we're up, it's not too early in the morning and the car park wasn't too busy, but it's looking as if the weather is going to stay like this all day, which is really good. And I'm really looking forward to the views from up here. As I say, it's something that we've never done before. So it's a new one for us. So it'll be nice to see and nice to take it all in. where we are going, if I can turn this round, where we are going is to the top of that, which isn't too high. As I say, it's only, I think it's 400, just under 500 metres high. So we've got to get to the top of that, which means, I'll just turn this round, which means go down to there, going along the river and weaving up this area here and then up along the ridge to the top. That's what we've seen is the best kind of ways for this. So I'm looking forward to getting down to the bothy to get a couple of shots. That's the thing, you've always got something in your mind of the shots that you want, and by the time we get down there it can be totally different. So I'm very open to see what we can get. And we're only about an hour into the walk just now, so it's going to be that is going to be a full day, and it's going to be an enjoyable full day. What we're doing now is we're walking along the river to find a shallower place to cross, because we're going to head up here and see what it's like looking down over the Coolins, or not over the Coolins, up to the Coolins. There's no discernible path up it, but what we're trying to do is we're just trying to follow where the waters come down, or any hoof prints, because there's hoof prints and everything here, and we're just going to have to weave up to the top of this and see what we can get to there. That's what we've just come up from. As you can see, it's getting low cloud. This is where we are heading to, and what we were hoping to come up for. The rain's only meant to be on for a little while. The cloud ceiling was meant to be a bit higher than this, but if it gets to the point where it drops any further, we're going to head back down, because this is the first time we've been up here and we don't know the route. We do know we would be heading down that way, but we don't know the route round. So we're just heading over for the ridge. As you can see, it looks great. It looks absolutely stunning. Just over there in the distance. But safety comes first. So we will see what it's like and whether we decide to head back off. We're getting a signal up here now, so that'll let us check the forecast. It is saying only lasting for an hour and it's very light rain. But we'll wait and see. As you can tell, I'm knackered. So we're going to head round onto the ridge, see what it's like, and just in case anybody's watching this, these rocks up here, the friction in these rocks is superb. If it was really heavy rain, no, I wouldn't be walking on them. But the friction on these is absolutely superb. Look at that. So we'll give it another 20 minutes, half hour, and if it doesn't, if the cloud ceiling comes down any lower, we'll be heading back down. There we go. Look at this. is I'm watching all the light on the hills. I've got focus and I am going to blend all the light into this image because I'm just watching it falling down into the glen in there where the river's coming through, and I'm going to blend all of it together because the light's playing around, and what it's doing is it's dropping on both sides of the glen every now and again. So I'm going to catch that and blend them all together into one shot. Hopefully, anyway, that's the idea of it, and hopefully we'll get an image. It's lovely up here. It's a shame that the weather isn't as good as we were hoping, but at the same time it's clear skies. Well, it's brighter skies that we have at the moment. So I'm just watching it falling down, just the light coming down here and then the light coming down into the glen in here, and I'm just capturing various images. This is not the end of the hike because we're still back up that way to go, but our feet are throbbing, so as you can see we're going for a swim. Just need to cool my feet down. That is brilliant. And that's the view. So we went from up over here, if you can see it, up over here, down round. There's a path takes you all the way around, up to that there, which I think from here is the false summit. There's a higher summit up beyond that. And that's where we've walked to today, and that's where we've got the photographs from today. Tired. I've got to admit, I am absolutely knackered today, but it's been lovely. So, can we just sit here, rest their feet, let them dry off, cool down, dry off, and then head back to the car and go to Sligo for something to eat, hopefully. Hopefully we'll get something in there. But that's the hut. Absolutely love that hut. And camouflage and everything over here, so I'm going to get a shot of the hut from there as well. You could probably seen by the video, got plenty of shots of the hut. So just going to let the feet dry off, cool down, and then head up the hill. I hope you've enjoyed this video, just of the hike and some photographs there as well. And if you have, remember to hit the like button. And if you're currently not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. Thanks again for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.